welcome everybody this afternoon to our meeting. It looks as if we have no apologies. I'd like to welcome Hilary along. You don't usually join us, Hilary, but thanks for filling in for Zoe.
I do.
Today.
I've been at,
Have you been
at everyone. Yes.
Have you? All right. Okay. Oh, it's probably because Zoe takes all the limelight.
Indeed.
Right. Okay. So we've no apologies apart from so. Does anybody have a disclosure of pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest relating to any items on the agenda today? Good.
Thank you.
Item 3 is minutes of the last meeting. Has anybody got any comments on those? I think they're quite, they're very good, aren't they, and very thorough, so I couldn't find anything. So can we accept them as a true record of the meeting?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So we're on item 4 already. The item 4 is the Special Educational Needs and Disabilities update on the Accelerated Progress Plan, and really just to update members of this committee about what happened. And I think, is that between Julie and Hilary? Are you taking that between you?
So Hilary and I are very fortunate to have Sarah on the call for us. We're absolutely delighted with the outcome that we've received, and everybody's nodding, so I'm sure everybody else is delighted as well. I don't know whether Hilary wants to say anything before we hand over to Sarah, who'll give you the full update.
No, well, just to add to what you said, Julie, thank you. We're obviously very, very pleased in the outcome, and obviously Sarah will give you the update, and then I would like to say a few words at the end, because I have been involved in this from the very beginning. If you don't mind coming back to me again, then.
Okay, so if I just pick up then, it's just a verbal update. I've not prepared any slides or anything. It was just to say that the monitoring meeting went really well. The monitors did focus on the impact and effectiveness, and they paid considerable attention to the feedback from the children and young people, parents and carers, and our colleagues in education. So it was great to get that evidence from what's happening on the ground. We were highly complimented on the evidence pack, the presentation, and all the progress that has been made, and also our commitment to continuing to build on the progress and the partnership working that has happened to achieve the outcomes and make such a massive impact. Following the check and challenge and the role of the monitors, Lancashire have evidenced sufficient progress, and we have now been released from the monitoring. So we are re-entering the inspection rounds. And from conversations following on from this, the recommendation is that this subcommittee is now stepped down and the monitoring continues through the established government structures of the Centre Partnership Board and the Health and Wellbeing Board. And that is a very quick summary and overview, but I think the main point is that we passed and we are now off monitoring for making sufficient progress. So well done everybody, because it was a massive achievement across the partnership.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Debbie, do you want to come in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and I just wanted to say what an absolutely fantastic result. For the whole team and the whole partners, because it has been challenging, hasn't it? It's certainly not been easy work. So to get that improvement, but also to get it during COVID as well, and the huge impact that it's had on people and resources, and sort of having to redirect and prioritise other things. So it's just ready to sort of share my congratulations with the team who've done all the hard work to make it happen and to gel it together. I think it completely makes sense to stand down the group, because to a certain extent we've kind of done the job we were asked to do, haven't we, in terms of support and challenge around the Accelerated Progress Plan. But certainly if there's any other way that sort of I could support, or there's other opportunities, always open for that, always welcome it. Because I think once you've sort of lived through it and you've tried to make a contribution, it's hard then to kind of step back, isn't it, because you've invested. But just a huge well done.
I think we all agree on that. Kevin, did you want to come in, please?
Yes, I'll be really brief. The beauty of following Debbie at meetings with the responses, I just usually say ditto. And it keeps it simple for the minute taker. But no, my personal thanks to all, and particularly in sort of making me and Debbie, I suspect, feel part of the team, even though it was for a brief while. I hope we haven't appeared to be just sort of people looking to find and pick faults. I hope it's been constructive, and I've certainly learnt a lot from you guys. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. So shall we pass on to Hilary now if nobody else wants to make any contribution at this point? Oh, Michael, sorry, do you want to go quickly first?
Yeah, thank you, Jane. Yeah, ditto from me as well. And just my personal thanks to everybody who's pulled together as a great team effort to make a real difference. So well done on a fantastic achievement, and thank you for all your hard work.
Okay,
Thank you.
Hilary.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you, really, because I think what Debbie and Kevin has said is really important. I think it has been a difficult journey all the way through, but I think this year doing the APP, having the support from yourselves and the very constructive challenge, I think has been really helpful, and I think certainly has improved the way in which we report the things that we're doing, think about the things that we're doing, and undoubtedly I'm sure has improved the submissions that we've made and some of the work that we've been doing, which has helped us get through this, you know, the last hurdle, if you like. So I wanted to say thank you, and I'm sure that if Zoe was here, but she's having a well-earned break, she would have said that herself as well. I mean, it has been a significant journey for us through the full of 4 years, and I think the other thing to just note is obviously our thanks to all of the people who've been involved, but also that this is the beginning of the next phase, I think, of the journey, is something I wanted to say, because whilst it was important for us to get through the APP process and get ourselves back onto an even keel and part of the norm or inspection regime, I think we all recognise that we are only part way through the journey, that there is plenty more improvement we can make for services for children across Lancashire, and we intend to continue to do that. So that was just again an assurance I wanted to give you that by no stretch of the imagination are we taking the foot off the pedal, and I reminded the Joint Commissioning Group for Health that I went to the other week about all the things that they have already committed to, and that we need to be continuing to move on with. So so I think just wanted to just remind the committee of that pledge that we've got to continue to do that, and obviously we'll continue to report then through the Health and Wellbeing Board as we would normally have done on that type of progress.
Thank you.
Jane, can I just endorse what Hilary has said? This isn't the full stop of the journey, is it? This is the continuation, and we've learned so much. In my brief time, I've learned a lot, and my thanks to everyone for making me feel welcome. But I just especially wanted to thank Sarah as well for all the hard work she's done with Zoe, and wish you good luck in your next job, because you'll be influencing some other areas of council delivery moving forward. So thank you, Sarah, as well, for all the work you've done with Zoe and Sally and everyone.
Thank you.
Right, so can we make sure we get all those thanks in, Craig, please, onto the minutes, making sure that we do pass that on to the health teams and indeed our officers at County Hall, that this committee want to thank everybody for all their efforts, please, in words that you will put better than I have just done. All right. Is that okay, Craig?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Thank you. So the next item 5, any items of urgent business? Thankfully not. So we can move on to the date of the next meeting. As Sarah suggested, it's time to suspend the this group, I feel. So I just wanted to check with Craig whether there are any sort of official things that we have to do at this point to officially suspend it.
Not at this point. I will submit a report to the Health and Wellbeing Board to formally establish it.
Okay, so that will be on the agenda for that.
Agenda for the next meeting, yes.
Okay, that's brilliant. And with that, it's a fond farewell to everybody, and I hope we'll meet again in some other forms that no doubt we'll all be asked to support another scheme somewhere down the line. So hopefully we'll all bump into each other again. But thanks everybody for your time and your contributions to this meeting, especially Debbie and Kevin, who have really given us an outside view, and it's been so helpful to have your input. Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.